Sandhu has something to prove to himself, to Canada, to show the world that he has what it takes. No better way to measure oneself than against the best, head-to-head with the world champion, Alexei Yagudin. Head-to-head against future American champion, Michael Weiss, looking to spin gold in Paris. Canada's pairs champions are in the medal hunt too. Christie, Sargent, and Wirtz are looking to nail a clean performance at Trophee Lalique. Sportsnet skating touches down next.
So let it not be said that we are not in the Christmas spirit. The tree behind us, I decorated that all day, by the way, and my holiday tie.
Very nice.
I only wear it once a year. Thank goodness for that. Happy holidays, everybody. Rod Black and Barb Underhill. Back to Trophee Lalique in Paris. Last week we showed you the women and the dance. This week it's the pairs and the men. And 18-year-old Emanuel Sandhu gets back under the spotlight.
Yes, and this is such an important event for him. We all remember last year that the focus that was on him prior to the Olympic Games and the fact that they didn't send our third man, and most people thought that he should have gone. Then he went to the World Championships. Alva Stoico was not there, so the focus was even more on him. He stepped out onto the ice and basically got stage fright, forgot how to skate, and it was a crushing blow for him in front of all of Canada. It was a tough lesson.
I know that he didn't show it on the outside, but it had to burn inside. I liked what he said after, though. He said it would make him hungrier, it would make him a better skater and more confident. But do you think what happened last year set him back on his learning curve?
I don't think it set him back. Often the toughest lessons are the best lessons, and every skater has gone through this, where you step on the ice and you forget how to skate. It's happened to me, it's happened to us all. So hopefully he's learned this early, and it won't happen to him again.
Well, tough to learn at the World Championships, too. So how do you get back on the horse, and how do you compete against the other big horses like Michael Weiss and Alexei Yagudin, who are having great seasons so far?
For Emanuel, the focus for him is on his own skating and his own performance. But the field is a great field. It's a tough field with the world champion, Alexei Yagudin, and also Michael Weiss, and they're both skating very, very well. Yagudin has just been dominating this season. He's been unbeatable. And Michael Weiss has risen to a new level this season.
It would be interesting to see maybe Emanuel can get some of that confidence that's spilling over from Alexei Yagudin, because he has tons of it right now.
And I like the fact that he's starting at Lalique. He didn't start at Skate Canada, where all the focus would have been on him. He's starting in a place where he can just concentrate on himself. There are no distractions.
Highlights of the men's short program to come. The men's free skate a little bit later on. A couple of quads planned from Weiss and Yagudin. Stay with us. We have 2.5 hours of skating from the 1998 Trophee Lalique.
And up first, Valerie Sargent and Jean-Sébastien Fecteau of Canada.
This is their second Grand Prix event of the season. They were 5th at the Nations Cup, and they've taken a major step competitively this year, as they haven't competed in any Grand Prix events prior to this season. They opened there with a double twist. And now the side-by-side triple toe loops. Watch this position here on the spiral sequence. Very unusual. Watch, they go straight into the throw triple Salchow from the lift. Very nice. They close with the combination spin, and overall a very nice performance.
Soret and Fecteau of Canada. The judges grade them as 6th after the short program. Their free skate to come later. And the favorites here in Paris naturally because they skate for France. Here is Sarah Abitbol and Stéphane Bernadise.
And this team has made a major coaching change this year, moving to Stanislav Leonovich, who is a former Russian pair skater. And they said that if they didn't find a Russian coach to skate with this season, they were going to quit or turn professional. And he has made a big difference in their skating. Watch how sharp this double twist is. Beautiful. And now their throw triple loop, the most difficult we'll see here today. Perfect. The next element is the element that gives them the most difficulty, the side-by-side triple jump, and they do them. Small unison problem there on the exit. What a difference in this team this year. They're skating with such conviction and authority. They had a couple of minor errors here, but a very strong performance.
Well, the crowd loved him, and so did the judges. France flags waving. Abitbol and Bernadise first after the short program. Further or faster in the last couple of years than Marina Eltsova and Andrei Bushkov. They were world champions in 1996. Last season, they were the 6th-ranked team on the planet.
And much of that had to do with the fact that he was injured last season. He had a severe groin pull. But I was actually kind of shocked to see them back this season. I kind of figured they would go professional, but I think they feel they have more to prove. And we'll have to see if they are back in form. Opening with a side-by-side triple toe loop. He hangs on with a small touchdown there. Here's their throw triple sow cow. A little over-rotated there. She just hung on to that landing. And these side-by-side spins are very fast compared with the other skaters. The rotations are very quick, which makes it much more difficult to keep the unison on. Here's their back inside death spiral. And that looks like it would be a deduction. They're supposed to complete one full revolution.
Eltsova and Bushkov.
Not a bad skate, but certainly they had some small deductions here that are going to add up.
The judges decree that they are second after the short program. And here are the Canadian champions, Christie, Sargent, and Chris Wirtz.
And this short program really works for them. They look so comfortable with this. They'll open with the side-by-side triple toes. The always critical element for them. And they do them perfectly. Here's their throw triple sow cow. And this is a strength for them. They're back inside death spiral. And certainly based on the strength of this element and the side-by-side triple toes, this program deserved to be ahead of Eltsova Bushkov.
But the judges say that Sargent and Wirtz, in fact, are in third place. Here's how it looks after the short program. Abby Bernadie's the leaders. Eltseva Bushkov second. Sargent and Wirtz, the busiest pairs team for Canada in the Grand Prix Series. Second at Skate America. Fourth at Skate Canada, and now in medal position. Ina and Zimmerman fourth. Sargent and Fecteau, the other Canadian pairs team, are in sixth. We'll have the free skate a little bit later on Sportsnet Skating. But up next, and here is a man who could become the American champion in a few weeks, Michael Weiss.
The new rules this year in the short program really benefit Michael because they have allowed the men to do a triple axel or a double axel, but you can't repeat the triple axel in combination. Now, Michael has a hard time with the triple axel combination because he doesn't get the flow out of the jump. So this really works for him. He opens here with the triple axel. And then he chooses as his combination the triple flip, triple toe. Great footwork sequence there.
If you like rock and roll, you gotta like this guy.
He definitely marches to his own drum. This is what he loves. This is the kind of music that suits him. And here's his triple lutz out of connecting steps.
With help from Van Halen. And this guy can jump. Michael Weiss, second in the United States the last 2 years, could become the U.S. champion. Leader after the short program at Trophee Lalique. And here is a crowd favorite again, too. Frenchman Laurent Tobel.
Here's a guy who we fell in love with in Lausanne. He just stole the spotlight away from everyone. And last year he really struggled. He couldn't get his jump going. He was very inconsistent. But this year, triple axel. He seems to have gotten back over top of himself. Combination, triple flip, toe loop. Oh, we see that so often with skaters who finally do the jumps in combination, the hard elements, and then miss an easy element, and that's a major deduction. Finally, he nails all the jumps, but misses the spin. That's about a .3 deduction.
Laurent Tobel, fourth after his short program. And a young man who made so many headlines last year, second at the Canadians, denied a trip to the Olympics, finished 29th at the Worlds. And a new season now beckons for Emanuel Sandhu of Canada.
He's opening with the triple axel combination. Triple axel, triple toe loop. Last jump, a double axel. I'm sure after the World Championships last year and his dismal performance there, it had to be absolutely crushing for him. This is his first major international since then, and he needs this kind of a skate to get back on track, get that confidence back. Very unique combination spin there to close. And what a skate.
Great skate for Emanuel Sandhu, fifth after the and on ice at Trophee Lalique, this is Ukraine's Dmitri Dmitrenko.
And he calls this short program the choreography lesson and the performance with music by Shostakovich. And he opens with a triple axel, double toe combination. And he hangs on to that triple lutz. although Dmitri made the Olympic team last year, where he finished 14th, he did not make the world team and has not been to Worlds for 2 years. And I think this for him is a bit of a comeback. And you can see him, he's just skating with so much more aggression here. He's just really going for it. He looks like a new skater.
Well, his stock has slipped in the last few years, but no slip-ups today. Third after the short program for Dmitri Dmitrenko. And here is the world champion. He has been untouchable this season, Alexei Yagudin of Russia.
He's also been extremely busy, winning Skate America and Nations Cup, as well as performing in many of the open events for pros and eligible skaters. He's opening with his combination. Oh, he had no speed on the landing of that triple axel and barely hung on to get the second jump in. Unusual for him. We haven't seen him make any mistakes this season. And here are his connecting steps into the triple lutz. Oh, and he doubled it. Double axel, he's a little bit off on as well. And as he goes into his closing spin here, Rod, I think he made more mistakes in this short program than we've seen him make all season long.
And he knows it too. Alexei Yagudin, for the first time in a long time, is looking up at someone in the standings. The world champion, second after his short program. The leader, Michael Weiss of the United States. He's had a lot of seconds internationally, never won a major event on the world circuit. Stands poised to pull off the upset. Yagudin is second, Dmitrenko third, Emanuel Sandhu is fifth. And here are the rest of the men. Andrei Blashenko of Germany in 8th position. We'll have the men's free skate later from Trophee Lalique on Sportsnet Skating.